just lucky that way. Just lucky. Got a good woman and she makes me happy. Most of the time I make her happy too. We decided we should live together, so we both said I do. And when someone says, hey Joe, I saw you on TV, and how do you know what to play? I just shake my head and smile, look 'em in the eyes and say, I'm just lucky that way. Started in the middle of nowhere, I didn't have far to fall, and the times I thought were the end of the world didn't turn out so bad after all. Yeah, started in the middle of nowhere, didn't have far to fall, and the times I thought were the end of the world didn't turn out so bad after all. I'll let you all in on a little secret, if I can share with you a thing or two. If you just act like you know what you're doing, everybody thinks that you do. And when anybody asks me, Joe, how do you do it? 'Cause you do it with such style and grace. I just shake my head and smile, look 'em in the eyes and say, I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky that way. I'm just lucky that way. I'm just lucky.
Hello from Antioch High School in California.
Hello from Antioch High School in California. We are Mr. McCool's high school student crew from Tiki Man Radio.
We like to start our weekend off with a boost of fun by tuning into Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle from Beachy Shell Studios in Key West every Friday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Island Time.
We guarantee you'll have a good time with good friends and good vibe music.
Stay tuned to the best radio station on the planet, Tiki Man Radio, tikimanradio.com. What could possibly go wrong?
We're gonna do another favorite of ours. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, the melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry, singing, don't worry about a thing. Don't you worry, no, It's gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Saying, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing. Don't you hear me? 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't you worry, baby. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing. Don't y'all. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. One more time I say, rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true. We're singing, this is my message to you, you. Singing, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't you worry. Singing, don't worry. Three little birds sing about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. You hear me sing? 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah, singing, don't worry, little birds, about a thing. Don't worry about a thing, y'all. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight tonight. We are traveling at 34,000 feet at approximately 420 knots. Those on the left side of the aircraft, I'd like you to take a look out your window. We're passing over Key West, and I'd like to point out Beachy Shell Studios. You're in luck tonight, as our in-flight entertainment will be Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle, so sit back, relax, leave the flying to me, and enjoy B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. Oh, I'd like to suggest downloading the free app, so when we do get to our final destination, you can listen to everything on Tiki Man Radio. Enjoy your flight, enjoy the in-flight entertainment, and thank you for flying Tiki Man Radio Airlines.
Staring at the prettiest part of this powder keg world, sitting with the finest example of a beautiful girl. And if we hadn't hit the brakes, we'd have no idea paradise was hiding right here, dipping our toes in the water. I don't care any hotter, it's you and me, remembering how to have fun. Let's put our hearts together, 2 parts of and a pinch of good weather, and top it all off with the sun, and mix it with rum. Cubes clink. Let's go! Dipping our toes in the water. mix it with rum. Mix it with rum. Lucky folks go to the ocean. Come on. The lakes for the landlocked ones. We got a top and a truck, dedicated post, said let that garden hose run. See, dipping our toes in the water. Get your hands out. I don't care if it gets any hotter. It's you and me, remembering how to have fun. Get your hands in the air, come on. Let's put our hearts together. Hey. 2 pints of and a pinch of good weather. And top it all off with the sun and mix it with mix it with rum. And mix it with rum. Let me hear you sing. Dipping our toe. Oh man, that sounds good now. Come on. Let's put our hearts and mix it with rum. Make some noise, yeah!
Hey, this is the original hippie chick, and you're listening to Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. And every Friday night, I like to call in and spill the beans.
Hi, this is Adrian Z. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio.
Hey, B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio. It is a Friday night, and we're having such a great time. I hope you guys are all tuned in. I know I've got a list of people already who have started. We got guests in the studio, but let me do a quick shout-out. Tiki Man and Hippie Chick, I know they're in there. They're redoing their bathroom out there in Harrison Bay. So I want that toilet just right, okay? So when I sit down on the throne, you know the king's in town. We got Rich Malik out in Ohio, and I know he had a big cleanup because he had a huge storm that went through there and made a whole mess. Watching on YouTube, we got, I don't know, somebody by the name of Concerned Michelle. Hang on, let me get Michelle in there. So are you on, Michelle?
I can't hear you in the.
Oh, you can't hear me, and well, we'll have to fix that. So
I can hear you from here, though.
all right. So we got Concerned on, Ravi's on, Michelle Myers is on, Joanne Fish, JoJo Fish, So many people tuned in. I'm going to get to some more music because we just got our guest. Neil Lindley's in here. He's got the Key West Rum Fest. He's going to tell us all about it. His wife, Amy's here. I don't think she's going to get on the radio with us or not,
see.
but you just never know.
Can you hear me?
I can hear
Okay.
you. I can hear you just fine. So we'll figure that out here in just a few minutes. So let me see here. Let me hear you again, Michelle.
Check, check.
I can hear you fine. So
right.
let me see here. How about now? Try now.
Oh, now I can hear the thingy in the ears.
All right. Okay. So we got that fixed.
Little loud, though. Little down.
See, all right. I got Michelle taken care of.
All
So,
right.
hey, we're gonna talk about the sail trip we just got off of. We had some shenanigans on board. So, and I end up coming out of it with a broken rib. I don't know what's going on here.
That was before we left.
So yeah, but I re-injured it. So
You did not. You fixed it and then it slipped back
yeah,
out.
I put it back in place on the boat, and then I got up and it went, ouch. So anyways,
just sliding in
we got
and
that
out.
going in. Okay, let's get Michelle on camera there. So we get to see, we got Neil. I got the big camera up there, so we got Michelle. Wave, Michelle. We got Michelle. We got Neil going on, and then number 3 right there. There they are. See, we got Neil in here. So, all right, we're going to get some more music. We're going to get some rum in Neil. We're going to see what Amy wants over there on the couch. You got Willie's already, he's being the host already here tonight. But a lot of cool stuff happening on the show. But let's get to some Ty Thurman. Rum Day. Why not? Because we're all about rum. So that's what it's all about, everybody.
Says at 5 o'clock somewhere around here, man, we really don't care when the sun comes up. It's late enough to head down to shore with our old beach chairs, a 2-liter Coke, and igloo with ice. Don't worry about the liquor, man, it's already spiked. We cruising or captain or cracking or anything we happen to pass. On any Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it's rum day. The only way to make it through the day is make it rum day. Yeah, 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 yeah. You show up late to a party, you're 2 drinks behind most everyone. Just order up a Bacardi. While you're at it, make it 151. And soon you'll be dancing and singing along. But watch out, man, that stuff is strong. After 1, 2, or 3, or 4, you'll be out on the floor. On any Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it's rum day. The only way to make it through the day is make it rum day. Yeah, 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 yeah. So let's all get a little buzz. Why? Well, just because. I think I had a little something to do. I forgot what it was. That's what rum does. On any Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it's rum day. The only way to make it through the day is make it rum day. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now I bet Pancho Villa had a jug of tequila when he walked the streets of old Mexico. While Blackbeard was fleecing around a hurricane season, he didn't quit because of a girl. Yeah, rum is the reason pirates never ruled the world. While Russia was brawling, I'll bet that old Stalin was calling for a vodka martini. While the world lay in fear, old Hitler drank beer from a stein, eating sauerkraut and weenies. Yeah, down through the ages as they turned through the pages, they couldn't drink their diamonds and pearls. No, rum is the reason pirates never ruled the world. I ain't getting much done, but I'm having fun sailing on the deep blue sea. My whole body goes numb from a bottle of dark rum and the sun sinking down on me. My catch of the day is a tall Cuba Libre, chase 'em down with 12-ounce curl. Yeah, rum is the reason pirates never ruled the world. I ain't getting much done, but I'm having fun sailing on the deep blue sea. My whole body goes numb from a bottle of dark rum and the sun sinking down on me. My catch of the day is a tall Cuba Libre, chase 'em down with 12-ounce curls. Oh, rum is the reason, I guess. Hey, rum is the reason pirates never ruled the world. Take it home, Coral Reefers. Woo!
Hello, everyone. This is Darla Grisham, and I love listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio every Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m.
You're listening to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio, your Coastal Americana music station. Now, back to B-Man and Michelle.
That's right, your Coastal Americana radio station. And in the studio, we have Neil Lindley, who, I'm going to switch cameras here. There he is. Neil, who, this is so cool because I just got back. We've been in the islands for the last week over in the Bahamas, and all this cool stuff was happening when we were gone. And then Danny starts filling me. Okay, we got this, we got Reef Rum, and then you got Neil Lindley, and this guy's really cool, and this and that. So I've been catching up on everything. So
how's everybody like the Reef Rum?
Well,
I like it.
You gotta get close on that. All right, there he is. So I went out today and got a bottle of the Reef Rum, and it's really, really good. I'm digging this. Danny had said that once we start drinking it. Now he had said it also has smoky flavor to it.
I don't think it has a
and I
smoky
thought
flavor.
Michelle's not going to like it because you're
little
not
sweet, little smoky.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the smoky undertones that much, but I like it.
So anyway, yes, that I think it's really
I'm feeling
good.
the vanilla and the caramel and the usual.
I think they said something about orange in there too. I think is there like a
little touch of orange?
Touch of orange,
that's
yeah.
Sweet.
But we got Neil Lindley in, and he's with the Key West Rum Fest, which is the inaugural festival coming up in October. See if I remember right. 14th through the 19th.
August
14th.
14th through the 18th.
We should be back by then.
Sweet. So I just wanted to make sure that I had everything right. And you know what? I read about it, but why don't you tell everybody what is it? What's going on with it? What's happening with it?
It's amazing that we've never had one before with 2 distilleries here. The town of Key West and all the history with rum here. And it's funny that National Rum Day. I've bartended for like the last 5 years here, and you would think that it would be a bigger occasion.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what?
Rum Day, but.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I got some free time. Let's do it. So been working on this, really since last August, and it's been almost a 20, 30-hour week job.
Well, what made you want to do this?
So I guess my background, I had 2 different companies before this one. My first one was caring for about 1,200 people in North Carolina and Florida with disabilities, tutoring, caring for babies with severe developmental disabilities.
Okay.
Worked with the most aggressive people you could imagine. I did behavior management training, things like that, how to work with those people safely. So
now, is that something that you went to, I'm assuming you went to school with, but I mean, was that something that you wanted to specialize in, or what drove you towards that?
Yeah, I grew up in the D.C. area, and I figured I'd get a job doing something, Capitol Hill, something like that. And I did an internship with juvenile probation, cared for about 50 students during a summer that had been offenders, and loved working with them. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I could do that after college. I went to Elon in North Carolina, graduated from there in '93. Started working, worked at a group home Wednesday 9 a.m. to Sunday at 3 with no breaks. And
wow.
But when I was 25, I started my own company, and took off, and I was able to sell it. And then as soon as I sold it, a few weeks later, I started my second company, which was, we did all the behavior management training in North Carolina, all the mental health, DD, and substance abuse companies.
Interesting. Wow, that's really
so
cool.
Did that for years, and I was down here, and I was like, I'm not meeting anybody. So I started bartending, and loved it, and worked at the Rum Bar, and I worked at Orchid. So I'm just at Orchid now, and they're every Tuesday, open to close. Come see me on Teeny Tuesday.
Well, you know
what's opening time? Because we probably got to get there right away if you want to get in.
Well, it's kind of small in there.
Yeah, it's the perfect size. I mean, it seats like 6 to 7 inside, but outside in the pool area, you can get 40 people out there and get.
I didn't know you could get drinks out at the pool.
Oh yeah, you can. Well, I mean, all the guests come in, and there's like a bunch of tables out there that people sit in around the corner.
Because we've always just looked in the bar and was like, oh, it's full. Guess we can't get anything.
Oh yeah,
so we just
people get drinks, sit outside, and sit at the
guess
pool.
what we're going to start doing?
you got an in now. So.
Do we get like the VIP now? We walk in there. Hey,
you know me, right? I got the Tiki Man Radio shirt on.
He does. It's on camera. So Danny, thanks for sending that to him. I mean,
I bought it. I bought this one.
Oh, did you buy that one? Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna.
We need to order some new.
You want some stickers?
I need, of course.
Man, before you leave here, don't let me forget to give him stickers
just
before we leave.
As soon as we stop talking
when we get to some more music, I'll get the stickers out. But I'll get you some stickers and kind of slap them on everything you can think of. So, so you did the behavioral stuff and the rehabilitation. So now you're down here, and you're bartending.
Yep.
So what drove you to say, we need a rum fest?
Well, I had probably in North Carolina over 200 rums when I was there.
Okay.
And, coming down here was a part of it, but I kind of started studying the history, kind of a history nerd a little bit. So I started studying the history and bartending for my friends in my old neighborhood, and just really diving into that. So when I started bartending, I knew rum. I knew the history of every product in there. Like that wasn't an issue for me. It was more of like, where's that beer button? Things like that. And but yeah, I picked it up pretty quick, and then started at the Orchid pretty quickly after that. And so yeah, those were my 2 bars, and then Rum Bar sold, and then
So did you find it difficult going from the Rum Bar to the Orchid? Because Rum Bar is the Rum Bar.
Yeah, like that's where I started, and then it sold, and I was like, Orchid's a good spot for me. So
I'm surprised we didn't see you in there the number of times that we've gone in. Although we don't frequent it that often.
Rum Bar or the Orchid?
No, the Rum Bar.
There's a painting I did in there, Bahama Bob. It's in the corner.
I haven't been in there
a couple
since
in there,
that last time when. What's his face?
I mean, it's been a while,
the city manager.
Ex-city manager. The ex-city manager used to go in there, and
he'd
buy her drinks, and I'd look at him and like, what's wrong? Do I stink?
You see everybody in bars around this town. It's easy.
No, but he was buying me drinks, but not Brian.
I know. I was like, dude, what?
Right.
More rum.
So she could slide it to me. I'm like, take a quick sip of it, give it back. Oh, you need another one? Sure.
Now, we had a really good rum last year when we went sailing, and I don't know if you can get it here in the U.S. It's like the state rum for Antigua. Remember?
Yes.
We got the Antigua rum.
We went into some
got,
grocery store.
Yeah, we just grocery store. And
we were looking at the shelves.
And I saw, Antigua rum. And there was like, like the 5-year and the 7-year or something. I got the cheap. I think it was 7 and 13 or something like that. And it's like, well, I thought about both, but I got the cheaper one. I think I got one of each. 2 of the cheaper ones and one of the
I don't remember.
one. And they were both great, and they were really inexpensive. And
well, everybody started drinking it. Everybody's like, "Oh, this is better than this other crap that's on the boat." So they drank
all my rum.
Drank all her wine.
Which, I mean, I bought it to share, but I mean, it was like going fast.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
But we haven't found that since, have we? I think we've looked and we haven't seen it. Just in a grocery store in Antigua. So
yeah, we didn't have any. I labeled. I put a sticker in every country there. Yeah, I'm kind of a clean freak, so I labeled it.
Yeah, and it was literally called like Antigua rum.
Yeah.
So you went. So you're now a Key West local. You've been here, what, I think 4 years, 5 years?
Going on 5, yeah.
Going on 5 years. Now, it goes fast because we just hit over 7.
Yeah.
We got our...
Yeah, we got our...
Get a tattoo.
We got a little... Well, I'm working on the tattoo thing. We were doing designs on this last boat trip for me, and then we renewed our wedding vows over at Louie's.
Nice.
For all our friends, we put a bar tab up there.
Yeah.
And, of course, Danny Lynn was there. He was officiating the whole thing with us. And Michelle's got a picture she's going to show you over there. But... It was really cool. Yeah, everybody who showed up, so that was kind of neat. But so for you being a Key West local now, bartender, I put on my list. You're a rum guru as far as I'm concerned.
I think I know a fair bit. So this is the way I say it. I'm not doing real research. There's people out there that write books, and I'm reading their books. So I've probably read about 13 or 14 different rum books. There's several podcasts, Rums and Drums, the Rum Cast podcast. That's got about 200 hours I've listened to. Plus, serving 400 rums, having 250 or 60 at my house. And,
I'm more of a hands-on researcher.
Yeah.
Well, I was noticing on there because I've got your site up, and I thought it was kind of neat because. The other guy, that Dr. Leon Garner.
Dr. Garner, yeah.
Who's a rum, I'll probably mess this up, rheumatologist?
Rheumatologist, yeah.
Not a rheumatologist.
He's a rheumatologist.
Yeah, he was like, I don't want people to think that's actually close to a real one. So Dr. Garner owns the One Fish, Two Fish Studios on Whitehead Street, the art studios there.
Okay.
And he's, if you look at that picture on our website, he's in the Fraternal Order of the Moai. It's a big tiki organization. He's huge in the tiki world, and I met him bartending years ago. We became friends. He's the sweetest guy there is. He's a doctor up in Fort Lauderdale. And
says emergency room physician. I swear to God, I might have seen him on some of those. Something sent me to the hospital or something. Kind of one of those emergency room guys where they're like, okay, here's what we did. And he had this thing hanging off of him, and we just cut it out. And
but if you need a doctor, he's the one you want to go to. He's fantastic, and he's a great friend. And so really have enjoyed working with him doing this, and. I'm doing a little more boots on the ground because I'm here full time and have a little more freedom than he does being an emergency room doctor.
well, you've got so it's Wednesday, August 14th to start, and I'm looking at a glance here. So if you go out to their website, the rumfestkeywest.com, you get to see everything about what you guys are doing out there. And again, when Danny asked me, he's like, I met this Neil Lindley guy. He's, what do you know about the Key West Rum Fest? I'm like, I don't know anything about it. I feel dumb. But my response back to him was, we have a fest for everything down here.
Exactly.
We have a parade for everything. I was talking to somebody, a few months ago, and they're like, well, what is today? And I'm like, I don't know what parade is today, but you know what? We parade everything around here. And
except Mardi Gras.
Yeah, except Mardi Gras. That was the one thing we don't do.
We don't have a Mardi Gras party or parade. What's up with that?
But it seems like you got some really cool stuff. You got a sunset sail for that Wednesday, and then of course Thursday, Pusser's Rum. You got a snuba trip. So there's all kinds of things out there that I really, whether you're local or if you're coming down during the August time frame, check this out because somehow we got to get hooked up with this and figure it out what we can be a part of.
I'd love that.
But I still this is so cool that you've started this. And again, when Danny told me, I'm like, this is a great idea. Why hasn't somebody else decided to do that? And have you had any kickback from anybody going, wait a minute,
No,
pushback.
It's actually I've gotten more help than I could have imagined, more ideas than I could have imagined. It's the 14th through the 18th, and the stuff that's on the website is the stuff that's firm. But there are several things that are in the works.
Oh, cool!
Very cool things that we're finalizing and we'll be announcing soon that are major, and we're excited to have it. Yeah, the kickoff party is going to be with the First Legal Distillery, Corey Hayden Band on the Fury Cat.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So that one's Wednesday to let everybody get here. Thursday morning is the Pussers Painkiller Sandbar Trip, Snipes Key, full bar with a guy playing music at a sandbar. We can take about 45 people on these sandbar trips to each one, and then we're having
play our song.
A formal dinner, like a VIP formal type of dinner at the Pilar Distillery with local chef. Pairing with the rums, that's gonna be.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Gonna be great, yeah. Friday, we're doing the Bombarda Sandbar trip, similar with a different brand, and they're gonna have different cocktails on that.
These sandbar trips are kick. I mean, they.
Does he know we have a song?
He doesn't know we have a song called Sandbar Surfing. So it just.
You have to play it.
Yeah, we'll have to play it for you at some point, but. Looking at it, you got a lot of partners that have jumped in on this.
Yeah, those are all the different brands, and
I just like
you see George Washington's home's coming, Mount Vernon. So
really,
yeah. So
how did you nail that down?
Well, the first president, first Rum Fest, it's a big deal. So there's a huge history behind George Washington's family and rum. First of all, his home, Mount Vernon, is named after Admiral Vernon, who was the admiral that put water and lime in rum, which is where we get the term grog from. Oh. And that was named after his coat. He had like a waxy covered coat that kept him dry, and they called him Old Grog. So if you get groggy, it's because you've had some rum, right?
That is so cool.
And then, like at dining ins, dining outs too, you have the grog bowl.
Yeah, the grog bowl.
So Lawrence, his brother, bought Mount Vernon and gave it to George, and George has a huge history with rum because he used to, when he ran for president, he would give people rum. Rum was the drink of America back then. Every American drank up to almost 7 gallons, 16 years and older. That was the number that they came up with because they were afraid of drinking water.
Yeah.
So rum was
Water's
safe.
bad.
Yeah.
Drink more beer or drink more rum.
Well, he gave it away when he ran for president. His wife had a famous rum punch recipe. And he's going to be bringing some artifacts. There's a distillery there that he makes from, Steve Bashore at the Mount Vernon Distillery.
I can't help but watch Amy on the couch over there because as you're saying, she's like, oh, yeah. I mean, I can tell she's excited about all this. I mean, this is really cool.
Yeah. So and we got, Paul Menta from First Legal. Paul's going to be doing our barrels. Yep. He's been a huge help. Sean and Bob from Pilar. Bob's going to do a Key West Rum Fest history. And then Sean's going to do something special for us. And, we're going to have our grand tasting in the afternoon. We have Rodriguez Cigars. We're going to be doing a rum and cigar pairing. Jesse Rice is almost sold out. There's only, I think, 20 tickets left.
Coming.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Brian?
I did after I started seeing all the stuff that's going on. Yeah. So I got a friend, Rich Malik, who's an old Air Force friend of ours. We served with over in Korea. He's smoking a spiced rum flavored cigar right now.
Perfect.
Check you out.
So check you out, Rich. Man, he's always one step ahead of us, for the show. What is your favorite rum? If you had to pick one, what is your favorite?
So I've written a couple books. My new one's coming out here soon. It's in editing right now, and I have about 2 or 3 pages on how I answer that question, but I'll try to answer it quick for you guys.
I'm in no hurry.
Okay. Well, if I got some time.
We've got all the time. I can technically take this show to 11 if I
Let's go.
wanted to.
Give me another glass of rum.
They might want to eat.
So, all right,
I got chips.
This is the way I start with it is think of a spice cabinet. And they all do different things. You use them for different things. It's not like a vodka where they're all kind of similar. They are completely different from around the world. There's Vice, Colombia, Chawanda, Aguardiente. There's cachaça. And these are all different sugarcane spirits from around the world. Rum, Ron, RHUM spelling of rum's a French spelling.
Yeah.
And they're all totally different. There's MOBA, South Africa. And if you tasted it, you would say, okay, this is completely not that, you know. So the way I kind of describe it to people, and it's a generalization, but it helps. Rums are English, Rons are Spanish. The RHUM spelling's French, right? And when you think of English rums, think of Jamaican rums. Think of those funky, higher ester. A lot of times, they use dunder and stillage, and dunder pits. So what that does is they take the waste products from a run of making rum, and they put it in these dunder pits, and they kind of let it sit there like a compost. And then they may add other things to it, like fruit and things like that. Well, they'll add that back to the next wash. And when they distill that, those marks are totally different. They're really funky, fruity, fermentation forward rums. I like white rums, really. You know, a lot of people think the best rums are going to be the 30-year-old rums. I like white, funky, stinky, most flavorful rums you can imagine, which are usually the English rums, the Jamaicans, the agricoles from Martinique or Guadeloupe or even Reunion. And then there's also the MOBA from South Africa, which are really distinct. They use like a wine yeast. They're high ester copper pot, you know, those. But to answer your question about any rum, Bahama Bob would tell me the one in my hand is the best one. So,
that's a good answer.
The one you got is the best one.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Is there going to be a test after this? Because you're just like throwing stuff left and right. I mean,
I would give tests when I was bartending, and I'd say, all right, I'm gonna go over all the stuff. At the end, you got to answer my questions.
Because I failed already. I'm like, can we start with the first one again?
I even go over the history of sugar. Like, sugar originated in Papua New Guinea, made its way, you know that Indonesia, Southeast Asia world to India, and then from India, it's made its way over to Persia. That's where a lot of distillation began. The first pot still was created there by Abu Masu Habin Jamir. And then, the Moors took it from Persia to south of Spain. Yeah. And when the Crusaders came down from England, that's how the sugarcane made its way from there to England. And then the rest of the story until it made its way through the Caribbean.
I should have paid attention in high school.
Right.
Or elementary school.
But there's
they teach that in that, in the spice trails or anything anymore?
Everything I learned in school, I was like, oh, I remember this, but it's part of rum history now, so it's you get to tie it together.
Oh, that's so cool. So just looking at your website and everything you got for this year, I mean, I think your inaugural event is going to be, it's already blown out of the water, I can tell right now. I mean, this is so well put together.
Yeah.
So is the fancy dinner sold out already?
So the only tickets that are formally on sale right now are the Jesse Rice tickets, and like I said, out of 300, there's only like 20 left. Okay. So we priced those low to 50 to 65. Sure. We wanted locals to be able to come to these events and not make them crazy priced as well. August is the slowest time of the year, really. August, September. And we were thinking, if we could get some business down here and help all the bars and restaurants, and then also celebrate rum. And also, you think of, it's within the 30 degrees this morning up in North Carolina, where I'm from. So it's mid-April. If you think of that and you're in another part of the world, think about late summer. That's why we're doing some of these sandbar trips. Let's enjoy the end of summer and get out on the water.
Well, the sandbar trips are just a fabulous time out there. I mean, I know we've got friends that have taken us out to, Snipes and some of the other places out there. But
one of the companies plays our song.
Yeah, we have a company that plays our song when they take people out there, which is kind of cool. I found it interesting that you were able to get some TDC money for this.
Yeah. Yep.
How hard was that process?
It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work. You have to apply.
Tell people what TDC is.
Okay, all right. So the Tourist Development Council.
Yeah, Tourist Development Council.
Monroe County. They've been a huge help too.
The tourism people.
So a portion of when you go out and eat dinner and stay at a hotel, a portion of that tax goes into helping fund activities like this, so people actually want to come down, and it gets people down here. So what they do is they look at your project. They pay for the advertising. They don't pay for anything else. Like, they're not paying for any of our events. They're paying for our spots on ads and things like that.
Okay. Okay. Well, I was just curious because we do our songwriter showcase in November, and they've been trying to push us to do the TDC monies, and
I don't think it's really worth it because you already have a following.
Yeah, the process of going through, that's what, and I'm a one-man band, doing this. Yep. I don't have a staff.
Between Tiki Man Radio and the Parrot Head Network.
Yeah,
and some of the other networks we're in, the Castaways and the.
And I might pick your brain,
absolutely,
on some of that stuff just to kind of figure out, is it really worth us doing that? Right now, I'd say it's not worth for me trying to do what we do for where we're at.
Yeah.
What I'd like to see is somebody that wants to be a part of us at some point, because the key is we're talking about street party.
Yeah.
Where we want to shut that street down for one day, and there's a lot of logistics involved, and before I decide to get an entire crew, because it takes a crew to make that happen. It'd be nice to find somebody who sponsors that for us, so that we can figure that out. But that's kind of down the road for us, and I'm really trying to I don't want to go bowling in that bowling lane. I want to stay in my bowling lane right here. It is.
Who wants to do paperwork?
Because I talked to somebody else recently that goes through that, and they're like,
Brian used to write grants for people.
Yeah,
he knows how to do paperwork.
And I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do paperwork, and I don't want to ever dress up again.
So hey, can we switch? What I want to do is kind of you got a little bit more time.
Sure.
Because you said I'll take you at least. I'll get you out here by 9. How's that?
Whatever you got.
Are you cool with that, Amy, over there? Because I don't want you eating my cat. But I got a few more questions I want to ask with you. I want to get to some music. I want to see some of the questions that people have asked because they're lighting up the thread tonight.
Gotta read that.
There's a lot of people with a lot of questions, and we need to fill up our rum glasses too. So, hey, B-Man and Michelle, we've got Neil Lindley in with the Key West Rum Fest tonight, talking about what's going on with everything, and we're so glad to have him a part of what we're doing here at Tiki Man Radio. If you got a question, send it to me. I'm going to read some stuff. We're going to get to some more music, and we're going to be right back right after some really cool music. Howard Livingston. I think I played him already. No, I didn't. I'm playing some Howard right now.
We've been working hard all week. Let's slip on down to Duval Street. Put your dancing shoes on, honey, let's go. There's a rockin' band playing down at Sloppy Joe's. Guitars screaming in the night, drums pounding, keeping everything tight. Bass line rumbling, shaking the ground. It's just another Saturday night in this honky-tonk town. Time to dance. We'll catch the sunset at Mallory Square. Let's have a mojito while we're there. When that Cuban band plays, it's such a thrill. With that Latin beat on it, you know, we can't sit still. Guitar screaming in the night, drums pounding, keeping everything tight. Bass line rumbling, shaking the ground. It's just another Saturday night in this honky-tonk town. Light it up now.
Hey, this is B-Man, and you're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle right here on Tiki Man Radio. And coming at you with some brand new music. Enjoy.
Well, I told him damn right when he said it's not you, it's me. So now I'm taking a heartbreak away from reality. Don't need a gut cry, don't want advice, hard pass on sympathy. I'll stake a claim on every single rum, any bottle till we're wheels down in the knee. I'll be winging it solo, do a little YOLO with my feet in the salty sea. Might miss some on the one hand, but looking through these Ray-Bans, I'm as free as I'll ever be. I found paradise on the sunny side of goodbye, and I've never been more satisfied with a tan on my toes and a brand new horizon. Just be myself and islands. Islands. Well, lately I've been thinking about who I'm supposed to be. But tonight I'm just a drifter dancing on a Wall Street. Guess Key West time with some salt and lime is my heartbreak remedy. There's an empty aisle seat on flight 313 headed back to Tennessee. I'll be winging it solo, do a little YOLO with my feet in the salty sea. Might miss some on the one hand, but looking through these Ray-Bans, I'm as free as I'll ever be. I found paradise on the sunny side of goodbye, and I've never been more satisfied with the tan on my toes and a brand new horizon. Just me, myself, and islands. Islands. Refilling my hourglass with sand. Nothing but my ties on my time in my hands. The waves wash away, yeah, they wash away what could have been. I'll be winging it solo, do a little YOLO with my feet in the salty sea. Might miss some on the one hand, but looking through these Ray-Bans, I'm as free as I'll ever be. I found paradise on the sunny side of goodbye, and I've never been more satisfied with the tan on my toes and a brand new horizon. Just be myself and islands. Islands. Just be myself and islands. Just be myself and
Hey, you guys, this is violinist and singer-songwriter Emily Randall, and I love spending my Friday nights listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio. Now back to B-Man and Michelle.
Back to B-Man and Michelle. And in the studio is Neil Lindley with the Key West Rum Fest. That's coming up here pretty soon. Did I get the right camera? There we go. Let's go to this one right here. We're going to number 3. Really cool stuff. Let me double check, make sure somebody hadn't had a question here. We got a lot of people tonight. What rum do you recommend that doesn't upset the stomach?
Well, there are rums that are below 40% that are not legally called rums, but they're sugarcane spirit. So you know, a lot of the spiced rums are a lot easier for people to sip on than a full. I mean, I like higher proof, more flavor.
And to me, I think the spice and the spiced rum kind of makes me a little more acidy.
Yeah.
Personally.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So there's your.
There is a chai tea rum.
Ooh, is there?
Yeah, it's really good.
Can you get that down here?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, I love chai.
Yep.
Ooh, we might have to try that. Who sells it?
Yeah, I got it on our website here.
Let's go. Okay, I got your website up here. So
scroll up a little bit.
Wait a minute, my mouse decided to go on strike here. So okay, so we got your website up here. We got home events, partners, media.
Keep going down. It's in the partners
there. Okay. All right.
It's in the brand section there.
In the brand?
Right here. This is the brand section, a little bit higher.
All right.
Let's see. There's brief. It's above brief.
We're looking here, folks.
Up a little bit.
We're looking up here.
Oh, there it is. Chai
rum. Very cool. So if you go out to the Key, it's Rum Fest Key West. I think I said it backwards the last time.
Yeah, Rumfest Key West.
RumFestKeyWest.com. Go out, RumFestKeyWest.com. I will post that when we do the review of everything and post it out there for everybody, that we get the right website in there so that we get the right people that go there. And we got to try the chai rum. That sounds really good. So let me see what else. Anybody else here? Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. Michelle Myers. Hello, Michelle Myers. See, Tiki Man out there in Chattanooga says, we took a union break from the bathroom to watch Neil interview. Cool stuff. So Tiki Man is watching you as we speak.
Good
I think
job.
that's pretty
I
cool.
got a
Thank
shirt
you.
on here, so I'm making sure.
He's representing.
All right, representing it. And let me see. And of course, Tiki Man said he's got his reef rum. He's drinking. Actually, Danny, this is some really good
nice.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's easy.
It is very easy. So I think that's pretty much. I see everybody. I do want to know who is concerned. There's a person on here that goes by they're concerned. That's their handle on
That's
YouTube.
just their name. They're a concerned citizen.
Who's concerned? If I know you, send me a message so I know who the heck you are. It'd be nice. There's a few other things I want to talk about here and see if there's anything else you want to bring up.
Oh, yeah.
Before you take your lovely wife Amy out for something to eat, because I'm sure those chips that Michelle put in front of her aren't going to do the job.
All right.
So,
yeah.
the Mark House charity. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So the Mark House is a Monroe Association for Remarkable Citizens. It's for people with developmental disabilities. They do wraparound services, whether it's job support, in-home care, group care. Everything you can imagine for caring for people with developmental disabilities. So it was a perfect match, for me personally, 25, 30 years of doing that work. And so, yeah, they've been very supportive. And we have some fun things to announce with Pilar and First Legal, doing a special release to support the Mark House, which is going to be coming out soon. You're the first to hear about that.
Oh, so, I love it. I love it.
So we're going to be teasing that pretty soon.
Hang on, because we got to get an applause in there for that. So very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, and then hopefully any money we can raise for them, we'll have tip jars, different locations, and different ways you can support them. So yeah, if we can make some money for them and enjoy some rum and enjoy the end of summer, it's gonna be fun.
Wasn't the thing that Mickey used to the Valentine's Day thing?
That was the Wesley House that did the.
I thought she did Mark House too.
She might have done some Mark House stuff. Being a parrot head, we're always raising money and doing stuff, and that's kind of one of the things that we're always involved with different charities and whether it's the SPCA or Wesley House, and I think we've done some Mark House, Sister Season. We've done some stuff, in the past for them as well. Yeah. I want to say this, and I don't know if these individuals are part of Mark House. We have what we call Plogging the Keys. Every Friday, we get a group of people that go around different parts of the city, and we spend 1 hour from 8 to 9 picking up trash, recycled material, and cigarette butts. And we've been going. We're going into our 6th year. It started off with 3 people: myself, Dee Dee Green, and Paul Blatt.
Okay, who took that?
And we go on our bicycles with some buckets and some pickers, and we go down the White Street Pier. And whoever joined us, we just pick up trash. And it's grown to the point to where we've had up to 75 people come out on a Friday morning and pick up trash. And like today we had 54. We did Mallory Square. We get different places that host us. We had Ocean's
Edge.
No, it wasn't Ocean's Edge. It was the other one, Ocean Key.
Ocean Key, yeah.
I think
probably. Yeah.
I said it wrong today because I give out city manager coins for that. But we get this one group. And I'm gonna have to ask her next time because I don't remember. But she brings out 3 to 5 young men, and I want to say they're having development issues, and she brings them out, and that's her way of getting them involved in the community with picking up trash and everything like that. And these young gentlemen have just been the coolest part of what we do every Friday. And I'll have to say, the last couple weeks, we've been giving individual coins to them, going the extra mile. And I'll tell you, the smile on that face when I called their name out, and it was funny because we had this one, it was his birthday. And I said, and I'll even almost, before I even say that, we showed up at 8 o'clock, and they're playing the national anthem. And as a military guy, I got my hand over my heart, and the young gentleman came up, stood next to me, and put his hand on his heart. And I just thought, oh my God, that's the coolest thing ever. Yeah. And so at the end of it, we knew we were going to give him a coin, and we knew it was his birthday. And I said, this individual stood by me today with his hand on his heart during the playing of the national anthem, and stood there with me. And I said, and it hadn't rung a bell yet. He's just kind of standing there. And I said, and this individual is having a birthday today. And he's like, that's me. And he just got so excited. Yeah. And when I called him up, he just hugging me. And that brought a tear to my eye. Yeah. Just helping somebody and making them a part. And they're out there every Friday. Yeah. And just
wonderful people, and we get more out of it than they do. Like our time with them is so special. So
it is.
We did the cleanup at White Street Pier. I did that one day. Any job skills we can get opportunities. You can give this type of organization will allow them to teach their students, critical opportunities to experience it, get practice. So if a job does become available, they will have some experience with it, and hopefully it'll make them successful.
I applaud you for for the work you do with them and helping the market and everything you've done in the past. It takes it's special work, it's hard work, and it's rewarding work. Yeah. And I applaud you for your involvement with that and maintaining that and keeping that going, especially down here. It's just...
Yeah, I do a mental health class once every week online, kind of like what you're doing right here. I do it teaching people back in North Carolina that same behavior management class. So it's fun,
I think, although we're teaching bad behavior on this radio show.
We also teach you have to have fun and make sure you don't get too stressed out. So that's a good part of it.
I appreciate everything. So again, applaud what you're doing. I'm glad you've including them as part of your event coming up. Yep. And I just got reminded, Danny sent me a message that you can also go out on Tiki Man Radio because he's got you plastered on there. And you can go click on that. So Tiki Man Radio, scroll down a little bit, you'll see the links to your Key West Rum Fest.
Absolutely.
And I think
Key West.
Yeah, well, which is rumfestkeywest.com. So I want to make sure.
If you want to learn rum throughout the year, I have a rum class I do at the Orchid towards the end of my shift, like 8 to 10. I do anything you want to know. That's when you can ask me any questions.
I might not remember what you.
Yeah, usually by the end of the shift, you get better questions. So,
is that what they call shift-faced?
Yeah, shift work.
We're getting shift-faced.
Yeah.
So is that something that we pay extra for?
No, or? I just do it. And I do a once a month. I'm doing like a history. I did a history of rum last month. This month I'm going to do a little bit more about how rum's made from the terroir, the area, all the way through the aging process. And then, then I'm going to do where you can learn, and then some different rum brands, a little more specific differences in rum, like some of the questions we had earlier. So people can understand what you're getting, what's a dark rum, You know, some dark rums have food coloring in them, and that's not aging that you're looking at. So you want to teach people the little nuances. So when you go in the store, you know what you're getting.
Yeah. I guess I never thought about the food coloring thing.
Yeah.
I guess why would you? Why would?
Well, it's for consistency. They use sugar, and they you know, when they heat up the sugar, it gets to a certain color. There's several different colors they use because there's lighter color rums. But when you're in the store and you see two different bottles, you don't want them to be a little bit different.
Right.
So that's why they do
I
it.
have a question for you because I'm not a huge rum connoisseur. I mean, I'm more of the whiskey side of things, and doing my different
Bourbon. You
tasting.
like bourbon.
The bourbon, but Michelle, I mean, she'll sit here and she's like, I need another Pilar. So I gotta go to the store and get another Pilar.
Dark or light.
Yeah, but
bourbon cask, whatever.
I've never been. I think one of the rums that for some reason, it just isn't for me. Pussers.
Oh, I love Pusser. Okay, but to answer your question about if you're a whiskey drinker, or if you're a cognac drinker, or if you're a tequila drinker, 50 to 80% of your flavor is the barrel. So there are some fantastic bourbon finished, or bourbon. They put rum in bourbon barrels. They age them for 18 to 21 years. You would love that. It's fantastic. The tequila one's amazing. You know, if you're a tequila drinker, a rum finished in a tequila barrel. That's why they're all so different. Rum is so versatile, and it really gets you. And what was your question you just said, the other one?
Well, I think
he just doesn't care for Pusser.
I'm just,
Pussers,
yeah, Pusser is just one that it's not one of my favorites.
Like I said earlier, you have to know what to do with each of your spices. Pussers is what's in the painkiller, and that's one of the most sold rum drinks ever. Yeah,
on Tortola,
and that's a trademark drink name. There's only 4 drinks that are trademarked: the Sazerac, the Hand Grenade, the Dark and Stormy, and the Painkiller.
I've had a lot of hand grenades.
And the Painkiller it has to be made with Pusser's rum.
Oh,
and a portion of those proceeds go back to the sailors. But it's a Guyana rum. It's finished in bourbon. It's 3 years bourbon finish, and it's got a funky taste to it. I would not recommend it personally for me as a sipper, but in a Painkiller, it makes that drink.
We've had a lot of them. We spent
you know
2
what
weeks
else
on
is good with
Tortola.
that? If you put a little ginger beer in there, a little bit of bitters, with some Pusser's rum, it's fantastic.
I like their little rum cake.
So we had this conversation on our sail trip this past week with our friends. Because we go to Foxy's and all that stuff when we're down there.
I love Foxy's.
Have you ever tried that Firewater rum?
Oh yeah.
Do you like it?
Oh yeah.
This is what I found interesting because our friend Craig.
It's like that's crap.
That's awkward
he's like that is crap rum, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I didn't think it was
it's
that.
Fermentation forward. It's higher proof. There's more flavor to it. But again, when I started my rum journey, I was. You get what you get in the grocery store, and that's what you think the rum world is.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot more out there, and it's becoming more boutique, and there's so many more different flavors. So, but different parts of the world use it for different things. If I was going to drink an aguardiente or something like that, I would definitely use ice, lime simple. Anything higher ester, funkier like that, shake that up and pour it either like a martini or sip it with some ice. It's fantastic. Lime and simple are important in higher esters, your neutral rums.
So when you say lime and simple, you're talking simple syrup?
Well, yeah, lime and or sugar.
Okay.
Yeah,
because I don't know if anybody online knows what when you say we get the lime, but in simple.
I'm speaking slang. But when you think of the
military
neutral rums,
acronyms,
there you go. Like the Spanish style, like Venezuelan, Panama, those are going to be more neutral. And your neutral rums are what you're going to use like in an old fashioned.
Okay. Okay. That'd be good. Well,
although we like the Pilar old fashioned.
Yeah, we get the Pilar
old fashioned's fantastic.
Those
if you
are really
smoke
good.
it too. I have a smoker and you can smoke that thing. It's the sherry. The sherry is my favorite.
That.
He likes it. Yeah.
Would you like that, Michelle?
Well, like at Disney when they do the little smoke drinks in the tequila room.
Yeah.
It adds a layer of flavor to it.
I give it to him. I was like, you want it?
I like that stuff. I mean, she got sick on
smoky tequilas.
Smoky tequila.
But those were very
smooth.
smooth.
Mezcal. I love mezcal.
No, not even mezcal. They were actually tequilas.
Yeah, I was
but this was in.
I love that
in
stuff.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. At what's the name of that place?
El Pinto.
El Pinto.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the bartender was giving us a big tasting, and I was physically ill for a day and a half afterwards, just from the smoke.
Sounds like a fun night.
No, I mean not.
You need IVs in the Keys.
I did not drink that much. The smoke made my stomach upset.
Yeah, she was like ill for 2 days.
That might have been the water.
I don't know because I was drinking
New
her
Mexico,
stuff and
Mexico.
yeah, it was fine
Rio
for me.
Grande is
I'm
fine. Yeah, we lived there for 11 years. So.
I want to call her a lightweight, but that's not really true.
Right?
Because
I'm not a lightweight.
I know she's not a lightweight. Lord
She
knows
isn't either.
she looks so innocent over there on
Doesn't
the couch,
she?
you know. But I'm loving it because as I'm looking at you,
when I leave, she's going to critique everything I said. So.
That's the teacher in you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like,
No,
okay,
you shouldn't have said this. You
next
should have
time
said-
you had too many ums and too many ahs.
There you go.
Well, I gotta say, what helped me with all that was when I went to Toastmasters, but here I am. What?
You're a
Yeah,
Toastmaster.
yeah.
My dad was a Toastmaster, and he had these little trophies in our house. I was like, Dad, I want this. Whenever you're not here anymore, I was like, I want this little Toastmaster trophy. It's such a funny little trophy. My wife got me a trophy. I won a contest, I guess, recently for best bartender, and she bought
congrats.
me a very similar trophy to that. So I drink out of that thing sometimes.
So, are you a bartender, Amy? No, she's not a bartender.
She's a school teacher.
Yeah, she's your taster.
Yes.
The official taster. There's the bartender.
There you go.
And then there's the official taster. She's like, no, you need to put a little bit more of that in there and bring it back to me. I want to make sure.
I feel like I need to pinch myself. Like I'm in Key West. I'm bartending. I'm doing a rum fest. Like,
I think it's so cool that. Again, when Danny Lynn mentioned to me about it, I was like, I do my morning walk.
Mm-hmm.
So usually when he calls me, he's like, where are you at today? And, I'm like, oh, it's a beautiful day. He's like, shut up.
Right.
But when he started asking me questions about it, I'm like, that's cool. Because what surprised me was I don't ever remember hearing of any kind of a rum fest. I mean, we have a fest for everything down here. Yeah. It's like we have, festivals for, Sober Fest Day. Let's all get sober for one day and have a festival about it. And
that was, I was thinking, I was like, well, National Rum Day, like it should be a day at least you're aware of, right?
Yeah.
Like the 4th of July. It needs to be that important.
Like Cheeseburger Day, Margarita Day.
There you go.
Let's do a big shout out to Stephanie in Germany. Stephanie and Andy are listening in Germany.
Stroh rum. Do you like Stroh rum out there in Germany?
Oh, Stroh rum. There's a question for Stephanie in Germany.
And
do you
Andy?
like the Stroh rum?
They use it in cooking. That's going to be a very higher ester, funky type of Jamaican rum as well.
Let me see. Rich Malik is, being from North Carolina, have you been to Miami fan? Okay, so he's talking. So there's a lot of chatter going in between everything. I think this is kind of cool. I appreciate everybody that has joined us tonight. And don't forget, hit that little thumbs up if you're listening to us on Tiki Man Radio or there at the YouTube. We appreciate all that fun stuff. Is there anything else? I mean, you know what? I lied. We're after 9.
That's fine. That's fine.
Gotta let them go
you
eat
gave
before
me rum.
place is closed.
I'm happy.
See that's how we bring you
They're gonna
guys.
have to-
Never leaving. We're gonna be here till midnight, everybody. So
They're
get
gonna-
some.
they're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
make
to
you a
eat- they're
coffee. Yeah, get an
So they're going to have to
espresso.
eat at a sushi song.
Sushi song.
because they're
All
open
night
till four.
long.
Go to Mr. Z's and get a.
Sushi song's open till like 4.
Is there anything else you want to plug about your event? Anything that we can bring up? Because
Well, the tickets hopefully we'll have ready to go by May 1st. So,
Okay.
Right now we're in the final stages of ticketing some of these events. There's a few other things, like I said, that we're getting close to adding to the website. I just didn't want to add anything until I was fully locked in, and I've been working a lot, everybody. So when you come to Rum Fest, give me a hello. I'll be the guy in the Miami Dolphins hat.
Sitting
I think
in the
I wear
corner,
it every day, don't I? Like I'm
sitting
always
in the
this
corner
hat.
going, I hope this goes well. I hope this goes well.
Yeah, if it doesn't, I told Leon, I was like, look, I'm doing all the work. You have to speak in front of everybody. I was like, I'm gonna be drinking rum with my friends. So.
Well, trust me. You're on a much bigger level with what you're doing. I mean, our Songwriter Showcase, thank God, is not as it's big.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking 60 musicians that come down, and
But we don't have like ticketed events. Well,
No,
for the most
it's-
part, we have some ticketed events, but we don't ticket them.
I've tried to
We
stay
let
away
them
from all
ticket
of that.
themselves.
I've tried to stay away from all of that. I mean, I've run, 501(c)(3)s.
free
I've
event.
started 501(c)(3). That is just something I'm like, I don't want to get
Back into that.
at my age, at my stage of life. I don't want to have to redo all that again. And
keep it simple.
I just want to keep it simple. You know, the KISS theory is what I like to apply.
He does so much already. I'll kick him.
If I had any plea, it would be twofold. You know, obviously for the Mark House, you know, any donations, whether you can make it or not, they're a great organization. We have their link on our website. But also the workers down here. Remember, you know, most of the people down here work for tips. And August and September is so slow down here.
Oh yeah, we're coming up to that.
If we could get people down here to support them, get them through the summer. And by the way, prices are so much cheaper. Like when you come down, like the rooms that we have reserved at the Perry, you're looking at $200 and less a night.
That's a good deal.
I mean, you're looking at $800 to $1,000 a night.
Perry.
In season, $800 to $1,000 a night. A lot of places. So if you can come down cheap, or if you can just come down for the weekend and enjoy it and help us support it and just have fun with us, we'd love to have you.
Well, do me a favor. Give a big shout out to JoJo Fish.
JoJo Fish.
There you go. Because
come to the Rum Fest.
They're loving this interview, and I appreciate you guys who's all part of this. And Stephanie in Germany said she never had the German.
Yeah, a lot of time that straw is I believe how it's pronounced. It's used in cooking.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, she's a big cook over there, so I mean, she's always cooking something. So,
if Danny, you're watching, my family on my mom's side from Chattanooga, so we might be cousins or something.
Well, you know that's funny. So let's get the ancestry out and figure that out.
There you go. Right. See my family reunion.
Well, again, I think everything you're doing with the Rum Fest is so cool. I'm gonna have. I feel like I'm behind the power curve, but Michelle and I are going to have to figure out what's available for us to attend, so we can come out there and jump in there.
The dinner thingy sounds good.
Yeah, the dinner thingy. So we're going to have to figure that out.
If there's anything left. Yeah.
But we'll definitely figure that out. I appreciate you guys coming on. You know, spending more than an hour on here with us. I mean, I thought I only had you for 30 minutes, but I figured if I brought the rum out and say,
he buttered me up, everybody.
I think you should play him our sandbar surfing song and let them go.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to get to some music. I got one song I got to play, and then I'll put on sandbar surfing before you guys.
Hey, Jesse Rice only has 20 tickets left, so if you want to see him, $50 to $65 on Key West Theater's website.
Yeah, listen to that, everybody.
I'll tell you, Jesse Rice is awesome, and of all the musicians that I asked, I don't know if you heard Doyle Grisham, was with Coral Reefer. I got him to give me a plug. I got Jesse Rice to give us the plug for our show and everything. I mean, it's so easy to get from them, but some of the musicians are like, I don't know, maybe see if I can calendar it in.
He's been so much fun.
Takes 30 seconds, man.
All his songs are about rum and Key West. I was like, I have to go with Jesse Rice. He's amazing.
He is a great guy, and just again on our boat trip, our friends from Albuquerque who have a house concert venue.
He's playing for them soon.
He is, and I think he's even played out there. They're just saying he's just such a humble guy.
Yeah.
I just want to play music, and I don't want all the hoopla, and that's what I think is really cool. So anyway, thank you so much for being on the show with us, and you're always welcome to come back here. If you got more updates and
I'll
you
be
want
here
to jump
tomorrow night drinking, everybody.
Well, you know what?
Come on over.
Meet us over at the Southernmost Pint, because Michelle and I are playing from 5 to 8.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're playing over there tomorrow night. And then are you doing, let me ask this question and I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything for the Conch Republic Days?
We're not. We don't have anything planned for that.
Well, let me tell you what. I'm going to show you, because Michelle and I are the commanders of the Conch Republic Aerospace Program. We are the first 2 Conchronauts.
Well, I would love to hear about it.
Keys. We're going to bring you some information on that. We've got T-shirts we're working. There is so much. I'm going to switch it to me. There is so much happening with the Conch Republic Aerospace Program. You won't want to miss out on what we're doing, and you'll be seeing a lot more stuff. If you're not part of the Conch Republic Aerospace Program on Facebook, get out there and start getting on there, because you're going to see so much stuff that's happening. It's just blowing up in what we're doing. So, any last minute things, Neil, and then we're going to press.
Y'all have a great weekend.
Thank you for being a guest with us. We so appreciate it. Hey, B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions. We're going to play a few songs. We're going to talk with Neil, and then I think they're probably going to go get something to eat. But one of my favorite artists who's not playing this year at the Songwriter Showcase, unless somebody backs out, Mr. Bob Sheely, Rum Fever Blues, the Trop Rock Elvis, everybody.
Just another cruise at another lovely beach. She sat and put her feet in the sand. The waiter from the island said, try one of each, the best spirits in the Caribbean. Just
just hang loose. She might have had too much of that island juice. Rum fever got her down. She wanted to dance and she wanted to sing, but I'm not sure she could feel a thing. Rum fever got her down. The rum and the sun and the soothing sea make for her tropical recipe. The waiter came back and poured us some more. Hey man, that's what vacation's for. Her flip-flops won't stop floating away. It's gonna be a headache later today. Rum fever got her down. This one came to an end. We had to get her back to the ship. One more, but then she thought about it again. She couldn't drink another sip. I think that stuff has gone to her head. It looks like her feet have turned to lead. Rum fever got her down. She laughs and she tries, but she can't stand up. She just won't listen and she won't shut up. Rum fever got her down. The rum and the sun and the soothing sea make for her tropical recipe. The waiter came back and poured us some more. Hey man, that's what vacations are for. We'll laugh about it later now, that's for sure. There's nothing that an afternoon nap won't cure. Rum fever got her down. Rum fever got her down.
It's another beautiful day here on the island. The sun is shining and the water looks so inviting. Let's call our friends, this day is getting hotter. We're gonna spend our day playing in the water. Sandbar surfing, we're gonna find us a little spot. Sandbar surfing, to the places we go a lot. We'll just float in that water, drinking up to our knees. Sandbar surfing around the Florida Keys. Just me and my baby and some friends. The coolers are full, we're ready for the weekend. Feel that ocean spray, we're on our way. We're heading out for a sandbar surfing day. Sandbar surfing, we're gonna find us a little spot. Sandbar surfing, to places we go a lot. We'll just float in that water, bringing up to our knees. Sandbar surfing around the Florida Keys. just sandbar surfing around the Florida Keys.
Hi, this is the Beach Buddha, and I'm hanging out right now drinking a little bit of my Coconut Bay roast, and of course it's spiked with a little Key West smuggling rum, and I'm listening to the world-famous B-Man and Michelle Coastal Confessions, and boy, I got a couple of confessions of my own to make, but we won't talk about them right now. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, and get yourself some Beach Buddha coffee at beachbuddhacoffee.com. Cheers, y'all. Love you.
Cheers, y'all. Hey, B-Man and Michelle right here. Coastal Confessions at the Beachy Shell Studios at the Beachy Shell Hideaway here in Key West. And what a fun interview that was. Those guys had to leave because they were starving Marvin. So, you there, Michelle?
Best roast from coast to coast.
Oh, best roast from coast to coast. What a fun interview with those guys. It was so nice. I'm surprised that we have not met him at some point down here, you know, because we used to go to the Rum Bar and all that. I know we talked about that earlier.
It's been a few years.
Yeah. Hey, I got to catch up with a lot of people. Ray and Harriet are listening in, and I'm going to talk about Harriet here in just a minute. Those guys have been on the road. They're heading back from Key West. Cold weather. So sorry. Let me see. Jojo Fish, they stopped by the Orchid Key. They're going to stop by and say hello. Yeah, go by the Orchid Key and say hi to Neil and everything that they're doing over there. I mean, he's really interesting. Okay, Michelle's walking around here picking up stuff, so I'm just talking to myself. Yada, 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 yada.
You're talking to all the people.
Okay, so let me get Michelle on the camera. There you go. So do we have a good time sailing, Michelle?
Yes, we did.
Any shenanigans happen?
Probably.
God. There was a lot that happened on that trip. Craziness. Couldn't get in the water. It was cold. 71 degrees.
Fell through the planks.
Michelle fell through the planks. I put my toe in the water, and I said, hell no, and I yelled, bring me a beer. I am not getting in that water when it's 71 degrees. And but you know what? We knew it might be a little wacky.
It was fun.
But we had a great time with our friends from New Mexico, Jill and Craig, who they're like family with us. And
also with Amy and Rami.
Amy, who lives down here, and she saved our hind end. No, I'm going to say she saved our ass coming back. I'm going to put the camera on me when I say this. Do not fly silver.
It was
all right. I'm just telling you. So let's get back to that one there. And silver was a pain. And although we did get a refund, I will say that we were lucky.
I don't know if Amy's gotten hers.
So hopefully Amy gets her refund. But yeah, man, it was just crazy. It was a nightmare trying to get out of there. But thanks to her, and she's a retired American Airlines
flight
attendant, and she was able to get us out on standby, and it was nice because once we got through the checkpoint, we got back by the bar. Oh my God!
But I still wound up standing for another hour and a half. So my knee was all poofed up by the time we got home.
But let me tell you what: if you're at the bar there at Marsh Harbor, you must take a loan out for drinks at the bar because 4 drinks cost us $70. I was like, "Are you friggin' kidding me? $70 for that?" That was a nightmare. So $70 for that, and I'm right there with you, Ravi and Beth. Beth Schreier's on. Hey, Beth, how are you doing there, darling? She says, "Yes, silver sucks." It was such a nightmare, but I'm not even going to go into the craziness that we had on silver. But American Airlines saved the day, thanks to Amy. And we had such a great time going around. The Abacos Islands are beautiful. If you've ever heard of the song by Jesse Rice, Hopetown, we were...
Brian can post some pictures of the
I have a movie that I'm going to play. I can't remember if I played it already or not, but I'll play it again, Sailing the Bahamas. And you'll see some of Hopetown there, the beautiful old lighthouse. We got to go up in the lighthouse. That was really nice. And let me see, Michelle Myers, you missed out on a good trip. That's all I can say. That's all I'll say about that. You missed out on a really good trip. And if Ed and Pat's listening, you missed out on a really good trip. It was a lot of fun. But we had a great time, great crew. Our First Mate Ace was just awesome. So I have some. I got her to do some plugs for us. I got a plug coming up from
Captain
Ace.
Phil was cool too.
Captain Phil was awesome. Yeah, it was just the whole trip was just nothing but craziness, shenanigans, things I probably won't want to post on the radio. That comedian Craig Brown, who kept us in stitches the entire time. With some of his comments, it was just.
We're used to him, but. We warned Amy and Romy.
Yes, we had to warn. Yeah, we did warn them. And so, again, great interview with Neil Lindley. And let me tell you guys, if you go out to the rumfestkeywest.com, check that out because there's a lot of cool stuff. And I really think it's what he's doing with the Mark House and so much. I mean, I applaud what he's got going on. It's amazing. And I don't know why my mouse stopped working over here, but it did. Let me see. Michelle Myers, where is the next adventure? Where is the next adventure, Michelle?
We are going on the road.
We're going on the road.
In our RV.
I wish you know what? I got to put some little special things in here so that.
With the kiddies are coming with us.
Yes, and the kiddies are coming with us. We're getting ready to go on a 3-hour tour. No, we're going to take the RV. We're leaving into June. We're going we're going to spend a week at Disney, which means we'll probably do hopefully a house concert in Orlando. And we're going to see Michelle's aunt and uncle in Wildwood. And we might stop by over in the Villages and see if there's any crazy hot tub parties going on up there. Got to get a crazy hot tub party. And then from there, we're going up to Danny's house for the big birthday party.
Stop somewhere in Georgia, probably.
Yeah, we're going to stop in Georgia somewhere. We're going to figure that out. And then from there, go see my mom. And then we're going to Nashville. I'm trying to work a house concert in Nashville. We're going to do a house concert at Michelle Myers' house. And then if anybody else wants something, let us know. We're going to be floating around the RV for a little bit. And, of course, the way they're talking about all the hurricanes this year, maybe it'll blow Key West off the map and we'll have to restart and housing prices will be a little bit cheaper. So,
We'd have to take a lot of our valuables and paperwork.
Yeah, something like that. So, hey, Beth said it was a little shaky up there today in New Jersey.
We heard.
Yeah, how about all that? If the house is a rockin', don't come a knockin'. Earthquake City, baby. I didn't feel anything down here. Did you, Michelle?
No. I'm trying to think what I was doing this morning.
You need to get on that microphone a little bit.
It's up too high for me.
Well, here, let me lower this thing here. How's that?
There we go. Stop.
There we go. I have the magic desk. It goes up and it goes down. It goes up and it goes down.
Hi.
Chicka chicka bye yow.
I think you had me turned up higher over on that one, and I don't know if you got.
I don't know, possibly, because you're such a damn low talker. Aren't you? All right, so let me see. So Beth says she did feel the 4.0. And Michelle Myers, you know what the next adventure is for us. We got a lot happening there. And I'm trying to catch up. There's so much going on. Let me see, blah, 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 blah. All right, okay, we're going to get some more music then. So Harriet, the Beach Buddha Coffee, does their monthly Who's Who in Trop Rock. And, of course, this month, the Trop Rock Artist of the Month is Sweet Harriet, everybody. Woo! Sweet Harriet. And so we got her all lined up. And I think I'm going to end up doing a video with her tonight, her condiment casualty. If you're watching on YouTube, it's such a funny video because Ray had taken this bottle of mustard, and he did ketchup too, and he stuck some thread in it. And so if you're watching on YouTube, it's so funny, but when he squeezed it, like, hey, you want some ketchup or mustard? When he squeezes it, it comes out like a string, and it just kind of freaks everybody out. So at the very end of it, I got my daughter really good. And it was so funny. So, Rich, did you feel Ohio? Was there any of the earthquake in Ohio? Let us know. Inquiring minds want to know. Hey, Rich, what are you drinking tonight, too? Normally you tell me, you said you're smoking a cigar, but are you drinking anything special? And I hope you got everything cleaned up from the big flood you had at your house there with that big storm that came through. So, hope all the best for you guys on that one. All right, so we're going to get to some more music here. And this is a really cool one from Sweet Harry. She's got a lot of neat stuff. She got some really cool originals, but she also does a lot of the parody songs. And of course, this one, let me see. This is one of her originals. I got to find it here, so bear with me, everybody. It's Condiment Casualties video, and it's really funny. So if you're watching on YouTube, I suggest go out and watch it. It's really funny. And if you miss it tonight, you can go on Tiki Man Radio YouTube, and you'll be able to follow it or watch everything we did tonight and see what's happening. Let me see. Before we get to that, Beth Schreier says, I was in Cherem for the first time, but I was outside. I was in Colonia for the second one inside my house. So I hope you guys are all safe. So glue everything down tonight. Make sure nothing falls all over the house. But let's get to the Trop Rock Artist of the Month with Beach Buddha Coffee. I was just drinking some Beach Buddha coffee this morning. My favorite is the Coconut Bay, and I'm almost out there. If you're listening, Beach Buddha, Coconut Bay. Hello, Coconut Bay, Coconut Casualty, everybody. Sweet Harriet, Trop Rock Artist of the Month with Beach Buddha Coffee Company.
Hey girls, what can I get for you?
I just want a burger and a cold draft beer. My girlfriends want a salad. They won't eat a steer. We look our best when we go out, but wait and you will see why all my shirts have evidence of condiment casualties. I just got the mustard crust from the cap on the bottle. It fell onto my burger. You should have heard me holler. One more squeeze of runny juice and a plop of yellow goo. If you got what I got, you would holler too. Next I got the ketchup and thought I would be smart. I shook it hard a few times and took the cap apart. It blew up on my white shirt with one drop in my eye. Order me a cold draft beer, 'cause I just wanna cry. I just want a burger and a cold draft beer. My girlfriends want a salad. They won't eat a steer. We look our best when we go out, but wait and you will see why all my friends have evidence of condiment casualties. I sank my teeth into the meat and savored all the flavor. The juices headed south and west and splashed onto my neighbor. Take into consideration, friendship is the key. They all want to buy new clothes after going out with me. I just want a burger and a cold draft beer. My girlfriends want a salad. They won't eat a steer. We look our best when we go out, but wait and you will see why all my friends have evidence of condiment casualties. Why all my friends are victims of condiment casualties.
Could I have some more napkins, please?
Sweet Harriet here. You're tuned in with B-Man and Michelle. Their show, Coastal Confessions, is as refreshing as a brisk wind blowing up my skirt on a hot day.
Hey, this is Ed the Train Man.
Hi, this is Pat the Pitcher Girl. Come get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man every Monday from 6 to 8 Eastern Island Time. That's 5 to 7 Central Island Time.
So grab a bottle of reggae wine and come join us for our Monday night party. Live from the Paradise Way Studios in Crown Point, Indiana. Right here on Tiki Man Radio.
It could be someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides the peace train. Oh, peace train. say yes, man. My name is Johnny Coolman. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but birds just don't bother me. Come on, take it. They call me Johnny Cool, Johnny, Johnny. I say yes, man. My name is Johnny Coolman. Johnny, Johnny. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Words just don't bother me. My name is Johnny Cool, Johnny, Johnny. Johnny Coolman. My name is Johnny, Johnny, Johnny. Johnny Coolman. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Words just don't bother me. My name is Johnny Cool, Johnny, Johnny. Yes, man, my name is Johnny Coolman. Johnny, Johnny. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Words just don't bother me. Come on, take it. Come on. All right.
Hey, this is Ace from Tradewinds on our lovely 52-foot lady now. And I love listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle Friday nights when I'm sailing the high seas on Tiki Man Radio. Woohoo!
Take Tiki Man Radio with you, no matter where you go. Listen to us live on the internet at www.tikimanradio.com or download the free app on your Android or Apple phones. Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station. What could possibly go wrong?
You're listening to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal American music station. Now back to your hostess with the mostest, B-Man and Michelle.
Hey, everybody, B-Man and Michelle right here at the Beachy Shell Studios. What are you doing there, Michelle? Hang on.
Just listening to you.
Oh, listening to me, bringing you sweet music. Does it feel good to be back in Key West?
It does.
Yes.
Home with the kitties.
Home with the cats. We had such a great time. That was a lot of fun in the Bahamas. We enjoyed ourselves. It was a good break. I needed a good break. So just because so much going on down here. Hey, I want to know who is coming to the Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase, the 8th annual one this year, October 31st, November 1st, and 2nd. You don't want to miss out. So show of hands on YouTube. Send me a message. Tell me who's coming because there's a lot happening this year, and you don't want to miss out. A lot of cool stuff. And I was just sending Danny a message. So we were trying that Reef Rum, which is a new sponsor. And let me tell you what, that stuff is killer. And he was telling me about how much they were drinking the other night. And let me tell you, I got looking at the bottle. We're halfway through the bottle that I just bought today.
There were 4 of us. Well, 3 of us. She was drinking
the Pilar. But yeah, I had to switch to something else because I'm like, I want another one, but I guess I could have another one. I'm not doing anything after the show, but maybe watching Hogan's Heroes. Maybe I'll do one of Hogan's Heroes. Fuck tongue! Maybe I'll do that and do this.
I know nothing.
Because I was drinking Reef Rum. It's so good. It really creeps up on you. And good seeing everybody on there. Okay, so we got JoJo Fish is coming. We got Michelle Myers. Callie McCool, man, it's so good. Thank you so much, and I love the little promo that the kids sent us. So thank you so much for doing that. The kids did such a great job. Tomorrow, Michelle and I are playing at the Southernmost Pint Brewpub. Say it again, Michelle.
The Pint.
The Pint. What are you doing over there? You're not paying attention.
Everything.
You're on your phone. You're goofing off. You're supposed to be paying attention.
My goddaughter's birthday is coming up, and I'm trying to figure out what to get her for her birthday.
Look, you can do it after the show. All right?
She sent me something she wanted.
All right. Oh, good Lord. What was I talking about? Oh, what was I talking about? I was trying to keep track of you there for a second because you're over there multitasking in something else. But, we're playing at the Pint tomorrow. So I need to, do the video of that sometime of us playing. And we're looking forward to seeing so many people this year. I see everybody on YouTube. I'm loving this. You guys are just interacting like crazy. And I wish that I could be more interactive with you guys. It's just one of those things. So what did Ravi say? I felt like a freight train going through, and then he says something about a plug alert. So I'm not sure what that. And no, I'm not in trouble, Ravi. So everything's good. It's good seeing Ravi on here. I've missed seeing you on our Tuesday on the Island shows. And we had a good one this past week. A lot of people joined us. If you missed it, you'll be able to hear it on Tiki Man Radio Sunday following the big show. You'll be able to hear what's happening and everything we talked about.
Start getting people to come here again like they used to and play like Jordy or somebody come here and play a song or two for us.
We do. We need to start getting some more of that. When are we back at the Pint playing Tuesday on the Island?
Not this next week, but the week after that.
Right.
Like the 16th or something?
Yeah, I think so. So we'll be back at the Pint for that. And I don't know how many people are members of the Concrete Public Aerospace programs. If you are, please tell me online. Send me a message. Tell me what's going on because there's so much happening. You're going to see so many cool things that are starting to happen. We got Concrete Public Days coming up, and of course this past year we were recognized as a unit like everybody else, and this has taken off like crazy. I got to give a big high five up to Pam Vader, Darth Vader. I just thought about that. What a cool name she's got. Her last name is Vader, so. There's something there with how we're making all this happen. She's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. We had a meeting last night. Believe it or not, we had a meeting with Gary, and we stayed on task. So
what?
I know.
Is he feeling all right?
I know.
Is he well?
Wow.
2 more.
Wow.
We kept him on task, and I was like, holy camole. So we had a good time, setting up with all the events that are coming up, and we've worked a deal with the Pint, the Southernmost Pint Brewpub. If you hear me say the Southernmost Pint Brewpub, and let me tell you what, these guys are also our camera sponsors. And I don't say that enough, and I should. So they are our camera sponsors, the Southernmost Pint Brewpub. They support us, making sure that these cameras can keep rolling. If I don't get more sponsors, then I got to turn one off. And then I got to turn the next one off and next one off. So we need more and more of those people to support us. But what are you laughing about over there?
We'll be left with one tiny little camera. It'll be sad.
I'll be on my damn phone going, hey, can you see us? Yeah, Jojo Fish, keeping Gary on task. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to take up a collection, so I'm going to put a little thing up there. I kept Gary on task, and I really appreciate donations are appreciated for what I went through for that, and so send me stars or something, But so yeah, we had a really good meeting. But here's what we're doing with T-shirts, which is interesting because the blast. Well, let me back up. The Southernmost Pint Brewpub has T-shirts, and it has what, intergalactic.
Let me go find my shirt.
Michelle's getting her shirt. It has intergalactic. Somehow this is all coming together beautifully. So talking with her, she's getting her shirts redone. She's going to put the intergalactic thing on the back of it, and she's putting the crap patch on the front of the shirt. So we're going to have. We're mingling what they're doing with what we're doing, and this is going to be beautiful. So we're going to have a lot of fun with this. So I'll let you. Intergalactic Beer Company. So they got these shirts right here. And this is going to be so cool. So on the front of the pocket, it's going to be the crap patch. So if you're looking at YouTube, you see I'm holding up the shirt. So, and then on the back is going to be what they call the Intergalactic Beer Company, which is playing perfectly into this is all coming together so fast. I lost a sock somewhere. This is happening so fast. I think it is so cool. And then for the Conch Republic Days, we're actually they're going to be our watering hole, where we're going to be there at certain points during the whole week for meetings and get-togethers in our uniforms. You know, we're all crazy down here in Key West, and we can do that. But the neat thing is, we're calling them oh my God, hang on, I gotta say it correctly. Bear with me here. I'm getting on my phone because she just sent everything to me today, and here is we got all the stuff coming up on it. All right, hang on, bear with me. We're calling it the Intergalactic Starbase Watering Hole Blast Beer Company. I know it's a mouthful, but this is how cool this is all coming. And you're going to see all this. So if you're not on our Facebook for crap, the Conch Republic Aerospace Program, you might want to, just to see all the funny stuff we're starting to do. So this is going to be so cool. This is working out beautifully. So lots happening. And then, of course, getting into May, it's a songwriters event coming up in May. There's a lot happening in there. Running into June, we've got the Southernmost Coconut Castaways. They've got their Castaway to the Keys coming up. And, oh, yeah, Michelle's got a picture of us. Okay, if you're online, there's a picture of Michelle and I. I'll post that, too. So, what was I talking about before you interrupted me? Anyway, I don't remember. She interrupted me. I was on a roll. But, we're talking about June. The Southernmost Coconut Castaways, they've got their event coming up. When we come back from a song break, I'm going to give you all the information on that because Michelle and I are a part of that. And we're playing on Wednesday at the Viva Saloon. So a lot of cool stuff. And, of course, all the money they raise for that is going to take care of the KOA Kids Care Camp. So I think that's really neat. So lots and lots of things happening down here in Key West. I mean, we got off this sail trip, and it was like we jumped off the boat running with so much happening. And this is good stuff. So let's get to some more music. If you got questions, you got thoughts, if you want to know more about our Bahamas trip, send me a message. We'll let you know. Thank you for everybody hanging out with us. And let me see. Collie McCool. Yes, Michelle, I can get Joe Leo to escape to paradise. Okay, he's talking to Michelle Myers. All right. Michelle with one L. That's how I look at it. Michelle with one L, and, of course, Michelle with two L's. But, again, B-Man and Michelle, we're having a great time here. It's good to be back in the saddle. It was so good having Neil Lindley on tonight, hanging out with us. Let's get to some more music. We're going to come back. We love our sponsors. Thank you so much, Nail Teeny down here in Key West. If you're in Key West, go to Nail Teeny and get your claws done, because don't do it when you're home. Come on your trip, come down here and get your nails taken care of, and it's going to be the best thing you ever did. A great big shout out to Ivy Hydration Station for what they do. They help us out. We get these really cool B12 free shots that we're passing out to everybody. Of course, we've got Beach Buddha Coffee. Thank you for all your support over the years. We appreciate that. And, of course, the CAM sponsor, the Southernmost Pint Brewpub. Thank you so much, Tad and Lindsay, for all the support you give us. It's such a great family we have here at Tiki Man Radio. And with that, a little bit of Sunny Jim and some rum jumbies. You know, when we come back from that, Michelle, I want you to bring the two bottles out that we have. Because we had a marriage here, and we want to show you what the marriage is all about. So, Sunny Jim, everybody.
River sandbar serenading, looking for alligators, but they must be hibernating, cause we searched around for hours and we haven't seen a one, lying on the muddy bank and soaking up the sun. So we hit the navigator and we found ourselves a seat. They brought us out around to drink something smooth and sweet. The minutes turned to hours and the stars lit up the night, and something started dancing out the corner of my
soulful tune. The crowd picked up the rhythm and was howling at the moon. A fog began to creep across along the river shore. Ghostly apparitions came in through the walls and doors, and lights began to flicker on and off across the swamp. People started dancing, doing the rum jumbie stomp, like creatures of the night wearing human disguise. Jumbies taking over, you could see it in their eyes. Rum jumbies, rum jumbies, rum jumbies, dancing in the night. Lot and snakes out in the grass. The swamp ape benched a waitress and she knocked him on his ass. There were raccoons in the garbage, alligators lined the bar. 3 drunken armadillos tried to run over a car, and the jumbies kept a coming, single file and 2 by 2. The crowd was in a frenzy, there was nothing left to do but raise a toast up to our host, the Navigator Grill. And if tomorrow morning we are feeling kind of ill, we could blame it on the rum. Jumbies! Rum jumbies. Rum jumbies. Rum jumbies. Dancing in the night. Rum jumbies!
Satellite in my eyes, like a diamond in the sky. How I wonder, satellite strong from the moon, and the world your balloon beating time for the mother station. Winter's cold, spring races, and the storm is chasing. Everything good needs replacing. Look up, look down, all around a satellite. Satellite headlines read someone's secrets you seen, eyes and ears have been. Satellite dish in my yard, tell me more, who's the king of your satellite castle? Winter's cold, spring races, and the cowway by the storm is chasing. Everything good needs replacing. Look up, look down, all around a satellite. Rest high above the cloud, no restriction on television. We bounce from the above, and while I spend these hours, 5 senses reeling, I head off about this weatherman satellite died. Satellite in my eyes, like a diamond in the sky. How I wonder, satellite strong from the moon. And the world your balloon keeping time for the mother station. Winter's cold, spring races, and the cutaway by the storm is chasing. Everything good needs a placing. Look up and down, all around a satellite. Rest high above the cloud of restriction. Television, we bounce round the world. And while I spend these hours, five senses reeling, I laugh about this weatherman satellite eyes. Very good.
Take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings. Every Saturday, starting when you get up, Buttercup. Tiki Man Radio opens up the massive archives of the radio station and takes you back to that old shaggy music. Jukebox Saturdays, only on Tiki Man Radio. Make your plans for the 17th Annual Tiki Bar Summer Party, July the 6th, 2024, right here in Harrison Bay. The lineup this year is B-Man and Michelle, and headlining the stage is Tim Campbell and the Tropical Attitudes Band. It's always a great time. Make your plans for the 17th Annual Tiki Bar Summer Party, July the 6th, 2024, right here in Harrison Bay. The lineup this year is B-Man and Michelle, and headlining the stage is Tim Campbell and the Tropical Attitudes Band. It's always a great time, and there'll be other artists, special guests. You never know who's going to show up. Go ahead and make your plans. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the Where to Stay tab and get your rooms booked right now. That's the 17th Annual Tiki Bar Summer Party, July the 6th, 2024. Come on out and have a birthday bash with me, right here at the Tiki Bar.
Nailtini Nail Bar and Day Spa in Key West offers a relaxing and serene atmosphere. Whether you are visiting Key West or a local, Nailtini is your temporary getaway from stressful everyday life. We provide a wide range of services. Dr. Lesson offers Botox and fillers by appointment only. We have skincare that includes waxing and facials. And for nails, it's not just a pedicure. You can get gel, you can get acrylic. While our skilled professionals pamper you and your guests, you can sit back and enjoy a relaxing manicure, pedicure in one of our massage chairs, and enjoy a complimentary martini or other drink option. To see all our spa services, visit us at our website, nailtinikeywest.com, or call 305-294-4443 to talk with one of our skilled professionals and to make your appointment today.
Tiki Man Radio is gearing up for the 8th Annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase Key West Bound, October 31st through November the 2nd at the Rick's Dirty Harry's Complex on Duval Street in Key West, Florida. All the artists are booked and locked and ready to go. And of course, our event is free to the public. Everybody is a VIP. This year, of course, we're bringing back the SAC Awards, sponsored by Tiki Man Radio and presented by Tim Campbell. And new this year is the Jimmy Buffett Look-Alike Contest, brought to you by Landshark Lager. That's right, come dressed as your favorite era of Jimmy Buffett and win a special prize by Landshark Beer. That's going to be on Friday night, right after Dave McKinney and the Hungry Heart Luck Heroes band plays. And of course, we're going to honor our friend Bill Crawley. Make sure you come by the Tiki Man Radio table and pick up your fan's fan of Bill Crawley. I want to see a lot of pictures. We want to make this special. Bill Crawley played at every event we had, and we want to make sure that we honor our good friend. That's the 8th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase Key West Bound, the original Songwriter Showcase during Trop Rock Week, October 31st through November the 2nd at Rick's Dirty Harry's on Duval Street in Key West, Florida. Why would you go anywhere else?
Hi, this is Sissy at Neil Lindley. Stop by for a mani-pedi at 817 Duval. Now, back to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
Hello, everybody. B-Man and Michelle back with you here at the BG Shell Studios.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. We're getting ready to close out the night. A lot going on. We had a lot of announcements in there. So I want to thank first of all, I want to thank everybody who's hanging out with us tonight. We're back in the saddle. We're back here in Key West. We're back here doing our thing. And it feels good to be back. A little refreshed. And are you glad to be back?
It was fun, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good. So I wanted to bring, you all know what rum jumbies are, right? That's a rum jumbie.
That's rum jumbie.
So who's had a rum jumbie? And if you haven't had one, we still have a lot in there. I wonder if this is still good.
We should try it.
I don't know. We should probably
Very
try
sweet.
that.
I used to drink that a lot over at Danny and Chris's.
But then we had a marriage here at the house when Mrs. Butterworth decided to, they kind of mixed up, Mr. Rum Jumbie went, "Hello, Mrs. Butterworth. What would you like to do tonight?" She's like, "Oh, I'd like to try your rum." And next thing you know, they got drunk and then they got married. So there you go. So we have that. We had a little fun with that one night. So
actually, it was the middle of the day.
Yeah.
We weren't even drunk.
We weren't even drunk. All right, I wanted to stress that we weren't even getting stupid. So it was like, Michelle's like, "Hey, how about Mrs. Butterworth and rum jumbie?" I'm like, that's a match made in heaven right there. You know what? Pour both of those on pancakes with a little peanut butter or something. Oh, Beth Schreier's
rum syrup.
Beth love some rum jumbies. So yes, it is an interesting drink, and of course, Sonny Jim sang it well. And I want to apologize because my other Mac Mouse decided to marry my other Mac Mouse and merge up with my big thing. And so I had to turn this mouse off. So you got to hear part of a commercial twice. So I was like, what the heck is going on? So the things that happen with electronics nowadays is just...
Well, that's because they're not hardwired to one or the other. They just pick up whatever's going on.
I know. It's crazy. Let me see. What else do we have to bring up before we close the night out, Michelle? Is there anything else that I've missed? I feel like I've missed something. And
we've got Concord Public Days coming up. We're going up for Bill Crawley's thing next week.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Bill Crawley. So, the passing of Bill Crawley, we're all... it was devastating. I mean, we were all just, wow. You went back to the couch already? Oh my God. I'm dealing with a handicap here, everybody. Michelle. Anyway, so on the, I think it's the 13th. I think I got my date right. On the 13th, we're going to drive up to Fort Lauderdale. What? Oh, Michelle.
I feel my braces.
Oh my God.
Yes, I am handicapped.
Yes. But on the 13th, we're going to go up to the Bill Crawley Celebration of Life, and I believe Danny's going to be flying in there, and we're going to meet up and pay our respects to a guy that was one hell of a guy. So we're going to be up there for that and pay our respects because what a great guy he was. And sorry he's gone. Man, it seems weird this year. We're not going to have Bill Crawley out there, and... But hopefully, maybe we get the family down. Hopefully, they come down for the event this year and
see how they're feeling.
Yeah, we'll see all that. I think we're pretty much covered. We're at the Southernmost Pint tomorrow playing. That's where we're at. Don't forget our Tuesday on the Island show every Tuesday. We have a little fun with that. If you got a song you want us to play, let us know. I mean, give us a little heads up. We've got some new stuff that's out there. Really cool. Of course, Danny's got his Panama City Parrot Head Rendezvous in 2 weeks, the 17th through the 19th, and I know he's got a lot going on with that. So I think that's pretty cool that, again, Michelle and I wanted to go there so bad, but the airlift to get us up there was nuts. And for us to drive up there and everything, it was just wasn't working in the cards. Maybe next year we can be on stage. Maybe we can play on up there. All right. I want everybody to send Parrot Head Rendezvous a message that they want B-Man and Michelle as part of that lineup for next year. I think that's what we should do. And if they don't want us, then we should just say, oh, well. But no, I think it'd be kind of cool if we can get in there somehow. And so send them a message. Oh, this just in. May 1st, 3rd Annual Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise, Dominican Republic. So, from the newsroom, from the Tiki Man Radio newsroom, when you hear that little dee-dee-dee-dee in there, May 1st, the 3rd Annual Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise, Dominican Republic. So you guys get ready for that. I bet that's going to be a really good time. I can't remember where they're going after this one. I have to figure that out. Maybe B-Man and Michelle could be a part of the next one, wherever they're going. We'll see what happens. We'll find out. We'll find out. And other than that, let me see. Mo, when did you start looking for airline tickets to Parrot Head Rendezvous? Well, a few weeks ago we were looking, and it was nuts. Trust me, and I'm not traveling on Silver Airlines, and I'm not going from Key West to Atlanta and back, or Charlotte, or Dallas. I'm like, it's got to get better than that. So it's some pretty crazy stuff. I'm not sure what we got on track for next week's show. We'll figure something out. That's the beauty of our show. Who's going to show up next week? You just never know, and that's what I like about it. So we're going to close the show out tonight. Michelle, do you have anything else you want to bring up before we close out?
Nope.
All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Swim. No, Mo, I'm not swimming to Parrot Head Rendezvous. No. No. I can't believe you even said that. So I'm going to play this one for you.
You know something? No soup for you.
No soup for you, Mo. All right. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. What time is it, Michelle?
10:07.
No, it's Hogan's Heroes time, and that's what I need to get. I need to shut this show down so that, because why?
Around here, I'm the supreme authority. Nobody tells me what to do.
That's right. And this show is officially over. Guys, thank you for hanging out with B-Man and Michelle. Thanks for being a part of what we do. Thanks for being a part of our life. We love each and every one of you. And we're going to close the show out with a little Kenny Chesney, You and Me from Red Rocks.
Oh, that's not his new stuff, huh?
No. I just downloaded a whole bunch of new stuff, but I haven't listened to it yet, and I don't want to play it unless I know what it sounds like because... And I like playing live music on Friday nights. So, guys, Kenny Chesney, Red Rocks, B-Man Michelle.
Red Rocks.
Thank you.
Give Grace Potter a big welcome. So to all of you people out there that have that somebody in your life that you know that's not really good for you, but you keep going back, this is for you. Baby, here I am again, kicking dust in the canyon wind, waiting for that sun to go down. I made it up Mulholland Drive, hell bent on getting high, high above the lights of town. You and tequila make me crazy, run like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. 30 days and 30 nights, I've been putting up a real good fight. There were times I thought you'd win. It's so easy to forget the bitter taste from morning love. Swore I wouldn't go back there again. You and tequila make me crazy, run like poison in my blood. One more night to kill me, baby. is one too many. One more is never enough. When it comes to you, all the damage I could do, it's always your favorite sins that do you in. Ain't that the truth? You and tequila make me crazy. Well, like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. Never enough. You and tequila. You and tequila
Make me crazy.
Let me hear you one more time, all right? You and tequila. La la. One more. Miss Grace Potter, everybody.
Guys, thanks for hanging out with B-Man Michelle's Coastal Confessions right here on a Friday night at the Beachy Shell Studios at the Beachy Shell Hideaway in Key West. We so appreciate each and every one of you. Thank to all our sponsors, Neil Lindley, Beach Buddha Coffee, IV Hydration, and, of course, our CAM sponsors, the Southernmost Pint Brewpub. We appreciate it, and thank you, Neil Lindley from the Key West Rum Fest, for coming out and talking with us. We will see you guys next Friday. Again, thank you so much. And as we end every show every week,
Y'all come back now. You hear?
have a great week, everybody.